When you say that you're really wanting to get married, there are some very important questions that you need to ask yourself and actually have acceptable answers, to those questions. And the acceptability is really up to you, really. But you have to have these answers to these questions because they will define every move that you make on your journey to getting married. So here are 4 important questions that you need to answer for yourself when you're finally ready to get married or when you want to start thinking about getting married. The first question is why? Why do I want to get married? You have to be able to answer that question for yourself because ultimately your why will determine the who. So the next question is who? Who do I want to get married to? When you have your why and your why is clearly established, it will paint a picture for you of who the person you can marry is. And in addition to that, I recommend prayerfully writing down what kind of spouse it is that you want to marry and focus on the pertinent qualities that actually relate to your why you want to get married. The next question you want to ask yourself is when? When do I want to get married? And I know some people like to shy away from this and are not comfortable with putting a timeline on it. That's no problem. But trust me, it helps. You could seriously say to yourself, okay, I want to get married this year. I want to get married in the next 1 to 2 years. You have put forth a declaration. You have literally set things in motion just by stating that for yourself. And also it puts you in a state of mind because now you're conscious of it. So you're organizing your life. You're thinking of things differently now because you know that, okay, I want to get married. You're organizing, you're getting ready, you're preparing yourself. So to just leave it open-ended with no timeline, you won't know when the years have just gone by. But if it's something that you want, put a timeline to it and actually get serious about it. The final question I want you to ask yourself and answer for yourself is what? What kind of marriage do I want to have? Now, this is so important. I know that sometimes you're thinking about the kind of wedding that you want to have, and that's not bad. But the vim and the energy that you use in thinking of the kind of wedding you want to have, times 2, use it and think of what kind of marriage you want to have. Actually spend time to mentally visualize the kind of marriage, the kind of home that you want to have. You can go a step further and write things down. You can actually curate it using the power of your mind and your words. You write the vision, you make it plain. This is the kind of home that I want to have. This is the kind of marriage that I want. You describe the marriage and how the marriage will run. Do you get what I mean? So all of these, they work hand in hand. They work together. Why do I want to get married? When you know why, it'll be easy to decide on the who. And, needless to say, have a reasonable why. Have a reasonable why for wanting to get married. I've talked about this a lot. You can watch some more videos before, or have a good why. And then when do you want to get married? Then what kind of marriage do you want to have? So you should be able to answer these 4 questions for yourself as you get ready to finally say, okay, I'm ready to get married.